Hi friends, it's Beck here, and I have just checked on my last video of my unboxing to see somebody has commented. Thank you so much for letting me know that the sound isn't working. This is the second time this has happened now, and I have to apologize so much because I'm not a good techie person at all. Um, I can do social media okay, but not the best either. And you know, I really feel like a bit of a klutz sometimes with that. But it's because I'm doing it on my laptop, on my Zoom account, where I film my videos. And then sometimes I'll use my phone. So clearly using my phone is better sound quality than using my laptop. And I've tried to use a mic, and I think that's the problem. My sound is not syncing up properly with trying to choose which audio outlet it comes from and things like that. That's about as good as information that I know. So I want to just apologize to you guys for that, because it's actually quite stressful for me, also because I did such an amazing video. It just like my soul and heart and everything inside me poured out about women's wellness, and I had all these gorgeous oils out, and I was showing that was like kind of like gave me a little bit of a a little bit of a step back to doing some videos. And also it was similar to Christmas time. It was around that holiday season, and I was like, I think I'm just going to have to process and integrate that before I can actually even get to my next video and be even inspired to do another video. So I'm back into it again, and I'm super excited about being back into it because I got my next monthly order, and I thought, well, this is a simple, easy way to just, you know, do my next video without having to feel like I'm going to be like, you know, putting anything out there that's like my heart and soul work. And so now that didn't even work either, so I'm glad that doesn't feel like a massive loss to me. You know, I think for you guys, the information that I was sharing through the sharing the oils that I love so much is probably of better value than my unboxing. But I love sharing my unboxings as well because they are quite fun, and also it shows you what I order each month, which kind of, if you're interested in the oils, kind of gives you the sense then to kind of know that there is a way to be able to order every month. I've been ordering these oils every month for the last like 8 or 9 years now. So it's something that's a big part of my life. I use my oils every day for little things and big things, for emotional things like this, like stress, which I need to get down my stress away, or my peace and calming, or my tranquil essential oil blends, because I can't believe I've just noticed that this has happened again. And also things like for my dentistry, which I've just finished eating my breakfast, so apologies for not having the most shiny bright teeth right now, because I haven't even done that yet. And that kind of is a bit of a taboo on the whole social media world, because everybody has to have beautiful teeth on social media, especially doing videos, right? But I'll just be that exception to the rule for today. And yeah, so I'm excited about getting out a video, which I've just done a short on, which I did this morning, and I want to edit it first because I did have a big tat on it, and I wanted to kind of condense it down because I'm pretty sure there are some parts that can actually be condensed down. So that will be my next video now. So I just feel like I need to wipe this slate clean. I will get back to those women's wellness essential oils at some point when my spirit calls me to. I don't like forcing things. I feel like it's kind of one of those things, was I supposed to even put that out there? Although it was just full of juice. You know, those conversations that just like flow from within. So it's like, damn, you know, it's like when I don't know if you've ever experienced a phone or a computer completely being wiped and then you like lost all of that information or whatever. It's that same feeling of that loss. And so yeah, it's like a divine part of me has now just gone out into the ether that's not being shared into the world, which is kind of like, oh well, I guess, oh well, but it still feels like a part of me is a legacy of who I am that hasn't been aired, and that you guys don't get that juicy goodness that I've shared either. So it's been with me for quite a while now, actually, I have to tell you, and I'm still working through it. So let me just show you, let me just move on just quickly to my essential oil shelf. I haven't really done a video like this before, actually. This is a bit different for me. So maybe this is a spontaneity that is required to get me back into my flow again, maybe. But these are all the beautiful oils that I have on my oil shelf at the moment. That isn't all of the oils. There's so many more oils than that. Also, I have a bit of a collection going on over here. So you can see these are ones that are unopened. And I also have another part of the range which I love, which I was just telling you about, which is the dentistry part, kind of the Thieves toothpaste. There's also a I'm pretty sure there's one down here somewhere. Let me just check. It should be in a little plastic wrapper. Maybe I've already opened it and used it. It's a dental floss, and then the mouthwash, which you see me get every single month, except for when it ran out that time, which I haven't obviously been able to get at that time. But yeah, so oils like, you know, my favorites like Abundance, which is one of the first oils that I ever ordered, on my shelf. My all-time faves, the things that I use for blending, mixing, my perfumes, my massage oils, my spritzers, for uplifting energy, being in the car, traveling, any kind of smelly things, which usually I use the Thieves spray for anyhow. You know, just like in general, these are my all-time faves. There's even the wellness oils, which you can see there with the white labels on them. That's my wellness oil shelf. So there's so many benefits to using these oils, and while I'm sharing the love of my journey through using these oils, I also want you guys to get some goodness from this as well. I don't just want to be sharing my love of essential oils without you guys getting some benefit, because what's the point of doing a video, right? I guess, except for self-expression, which is great. But I want you guys to have these oils for yourselves as well, so you can enjoy the same benefits that, you know, I rave on about, if that's something that you would like. I know that it's probably something like that some people probably have to overcome. Like there's like a research kind of thing that goes on initially for some people, where they need to look at all the different things that they need to look at to see if essential oils are for them or not. For me, I think even before, when I first moved out of home, actually I was exposed to essential oils. I wasn't a very natural kind of affinity type. Well, I probably was, but I was not really connected to it. I think we're all kind of natural people, but sometimes we're not connected to it. And so it was not until a friend asked me to have like this home party thing to actually, because I was living out of home, I had a beautiful little space of my own. She said she would host it, invite the people if I just used my space. I'm like, sure, let's do it. And she said that, you know, I could get some freebie oils, and at that time I was only kind of young. I'm like, sure, why not, right? Like, that sounds good to me. I was social, I love entertaining, I had the space, so it was a no-brainer. And it was really quite a fun afternoon, and it was really like intimate and relaxed, and we just got together, and this woman shared all this information. I actually ended up buying her book, which I still have today, about essential oils. And I was so fascinated with how they could be of benefit. And it kind of, I was, again, lost touch with it all. I had them around my house. I love putting them on, like, things like gum nuts that you could hang, like, you know, nice little natural diffusers. So yes, I do have an affinity to the natural nature of environment. And this is another reason why I love these oils. And even entrepreneurially speaking, like how I am a consumer with my consumer dollar, how I spend is actually how I like to think I contribute to or not contribute to our earth as well. So I'm very conscious about how I spend. And so I know a lot of people will look at those kind of things, but I think for me, it like I said, because I was exposed to it early on, I hadn't already created awareness from going to the, or having that party, not going to, being able to have that party in my home. Yeah, I don't know why I said going to, from going to all the different essential oil things. Maybe after that, which I did, I was exposed to essential oils multiple times after, and probably had no connection to it then until I think I had a connection with this really beautiful woman who was a really great listener, and she just had like a very compassionate heart. And yeah, I was able to find it very easy, because I was even considering, because I was running an organic co-op from my home out of my garage, serving about 30 families at the time, and it was just beautiful to be able to have that kind of connection with community. And I was like, what else can I bring in for these amazing people that I'm connected to in my community? And I'd always probably had in the back of my mind essential oils. She's like, why don't you become a Young Living Essential Oils member, so then you can share the love of those oils with them? And I'm like, cool, maybe that's a possibility. I was just going to get wholesale ones from a Sydney importer, but then when I got the samples from the Sydney importer while I was making all my inquiries, and then I smelt the difference between them, I was like, whoa, this is a game changer. Like, these oils are different. They are not. And then when I did more homework on my essential oils journey, I was like, these are not like, I guess, being watered down through different, like, you know, people want more money for their, like, in business, margin is a big deal. So you know, it's about cost and time and service, and then, you know, where's that sweet spot of in the margin that you can be producing to be able to get a profit. And so there are essential oils out there that are not that ethical, guys, just to let you guys know. They actually do use different products to basically what's known as being watered down. Whether they put small amounts in a carrier oil, and sure, Young Living does have some carrier oils in some of their blends, because some of those oils are super expensive. And then most of the other oils are very, like, they're 100% pure. They're not being refined in any way. They're not being, I just want to use this, like, petrochemically, synthetically thinned out so that there's more of it, so then then they can sell more. That's not how they operate. So you can tell the distinction in the aroma because of this one factor. So I just really, I really hope that my journey can inspire your journey, and I would love to also inspire you guys to join my team. In fact, I've got about, it hovers between, you know, around the 290 to 350 mark of people in my team, so it's relatively small. I know probably around about 20 people in my whole team, because the team is built of teams of teams, which is what we call network marketing or multi-level marketing. which is definitely not what they call, what's that scam thing people always talk about, pyramid marking. That's right, people get bogged down in that actually. Direct selling is just taking out the middleman, but actually, like the retail store, I become that retail store, I guess. But then I'm not the retail store because I don't hold the product. So it's actually Young Living's product. So this is why we call ourselves a brand partner these days. We used to call ourselves independent distributors. And Young Living has been an amazing company that has been around for a long time. I don't think it's the #1 network marketing or direct selling company, but it is very up there. I think it could be top 5 even. Like, you know, they've been like around for a very long time. I think, did we have our 25th or 30th anniversary recently? So, like, you know, I've only been with the company for a short period of time compared to how long they've been around. So, wow, this turned out to be a really quite a good chat right now, actually. So I'm super grateful for some of the things that have gone wrong, that I could have this conversation with you guys right now. So, yeah, whether you choose to enjoy essential oils as part of your lifestyle is totally up to you at the end of the day. I know it highlights my life. I know that it enhances my life. I know that it is a support in my life, and I hope that those things can be portrayed through my videos to share that with you, so that you know how you can get the same things. You can be supported and you can be inspired and you can have those same things. You know, we all work intuitively at the end of the day, whether we know we do or we don't. Like, we will, you know, pick and choose where we want to go. So, like the oils that I love, compared to what's in the range, you could find something that you love as well. So, well, my favorites, like you saw on my list on my shelf, are the ones that I go to. There's so many more than that, and they might be different to the ones that you go to. So there's something for, I feel, everyone in the Young Living Essential Oils range. And if that's something that you would like to even test or sample, I do have some samples and I can post them to you. So please get in contact with me and I can make a nice little sample kit for you. When you do join into my team, I do have a special team gift that I send out to my newbies. So if you would like that also, and any kind of essential oil mentoring or support, then I will happily be your guide. So there's heaps of resources out there. I know that one of the resources, actually, the companies that we were buying all of our books from, has recently decided to shut its doors. So, you know, getting those resources, the same ones that we have today, could be a little bit more difficult. So I feel like there's lots of essential oil resources out there, so you can still get your hands on them. But this resource company is such a good company because it was actually tailored to the Young Living essential oils and the products. And so now these days we have to go and you know, really find resources for ourselves, and obviously online is a good way to do that. A lot of people are actually searching online these days, but for me, I'm definitely a book lover. I love having a resource in my hands. I love reading. I love going back and flicking through books. It's kind of a little bit witchy for me. I'm like, ooh, it's like, this looks like a concoction that I can create kind of scenario. It's and let me just say, like, when I say that, it's kind of like it's that vibe of connecting with nature, which I think a lot of people do mistake when they talk about witches, that they're like making spells and stuff. And not to say that they don't, but most of the time they're doing those kind of things to harmonize or make you know, their own kind of herbal medicines and things like that. So, you know, nature, as we know, heals. So getting your feet on, bare feet on the earth is grounding. They know there's actually scientific evidence of that, proving that it helps your blood flow better and your immunity boost and things like that. So grounding is super important. And so one thing alone today, if you have never heard of grounding, is that one technique, which is, you know, putting your bare feet on Mother Earth, and that doing that as a daily practice, like first thing in the morning when the dew's still on the grass, is actually just so enlivening. So, you know, there's so much more than just that, like getting sun on your skin, just like, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but nature just feels like to me that it just like, it's illuminating. It's like there's something about being alive when you're out in nature, right? So like, you know, if you're at a waterfall, or if you're by the ocean, or, you know, a creek, or I mean, any kind of water body really, but even still, not just even that, but like if you're going for a drive up a mountain or something and you're looking out at a vantage point, like it just brings you alive, right? So I feel like even these beautiful bottles of nature are like, in their own right, some level of like, you know, bottled aliveness. So, you know, if, yeah, if you just want to bring more plant life into your life, then these essential oils are definitely going to be worthwhile exploring and having fun discovering and enjoying and nurturing and harmonizing and all of those yummy scrummy things. So yes, anyhow, I'm going to head off now. I'm actually reading a book right now and journaling. So I just wanted to kind of take a break from doing that and bring you this video, because I just went to have a look at my YouTube and noticed that somebody had said that the audio wasn't working, and I was like, damn, not again. So you got all of that out of that. So I hope yeah, I hope that you're a part of my community here on Enlightened with Essential Oils. If you're not, and you would like to be, just click on the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much, and see you then.